Hey YouTube, Logan with Hideaway Homestead here, coming to you today with an update on our pollarded willows. I wanted to do an update now because I hadn't done one in a while, and one of the reasons for doing the update is that we're getting into really cold weather. So last night we got down to, I think it was 28 or 30, somewhere around in there, and tonight it's going to go down to about the same temperature, about 28 degrees, 30 degrees, somewhere around in there. And these stems, while they're still kind of green, they are really starting to harden off and get ready for winter. So probably have a lot of these leaves fall before long. A lot of stuff's really trying to hold on around here, but it just ain't gonna happen. We're gonna get a few cold snaps and we'll get our first frost. We didn't have a frost last night because the wind blew too much. So, but they're doing good. I'm planning on getting a bunch of cuttings off of these trees. And something I'm gonna do with these is I'm gonna continue to cut this pollard here right back to the base and just allow for us to have 3 nubs here, or heads, fist is what I think the British call them. And but from what I've seen, as far as what I'm gonna do with my fodder trees, I'm pretty set on taking maybe just 2 to 4, somewhere around in there, maybe even up to 5 main branches coming off of the tree, and I'm probably going to allow them to do it at about where this one is on its height. And I'm going to let those 2 to 4 branches grow out, and then I'm going to cut again and allow 2 branches off of each one of those, and then 2 branches off of the next round and the next round, and do that several times until I've got somewhere around 12. Let's see, I need to do the quick math. Let's see, say if you did 4, and then you had 16, and then from 16, well, you do 4, 8, 16, 32, up to 32 branches coming off of this tree. And the reason for that being is that these willows grow like crazy, but they do really good when you take as little as possible from one individual tree if you're going to cut from them when they're living. We'll come over here to this tree just so I can demonstrate what it is I'm talking about. So there's several videos where I'm doing just some experimentation with my pollards here and trying to see if I can, how much I can take off of them and all that stuff. With these here, it's probably because I left this here growing as big as it is. I'm going to come down here and cut this off. This right here will root, by the way. I mean, this thing's, as big as my wrist, just about it, and this whole thing will root. I'm probably going to take it off and then allow this to grow again from these nubs, maybe. But I think that might have been the reason that these started to die off. But these actually started to die off. I was taking about every 2 weeks off of these, and it did okay. I mean, it did good, but it didn't do the best that it could. So with the experimentation that I've been doing with this, that, and the other, I think I've pretty much settled on what it is that I want to do with my pollards. I want to go out with as many branches as I can and let them kind of branch out into almost like an upside down umbrella, and then take as little as possible. Just take one branch, and that if I had 32 of them, I could go through and in a whole season not get them all. So that would be awesome. I think that's going to be the way I'm going to do it. This tree right here is going to give me a ton of cuttings. That one over there is going to give me a bunch. I've got several in a row that I planted at the kind of midsummer that was getting some irrigation, and they're going to give me a ton of trees. I'm looking at probably around 1,000 cuttings, if not more, probably a lot more. So gonna have a ton of trees, going to be doing a lot of living fences over at the 9-acre property. So stay tuned for that, and if you've got any questions or anything to add, any suggestions for future videos, leave those down in the comment section. If you haven't subscribed to the channel already, go ahead and subscribe. I drop a video like this mostly every day. Leave a like on the video too if you enjoyed it. And I appreciate all y'all watching, and we'll see you in the next one.